What is up, my fellow moto beings? Hope you're enjoying the day. I sure am. Finally got off of work, gonna go for a little ride. Alright, today's topic, we're gonna talk about why I got a motorcycle. Well, for me, my family, whole entire family, or at least on my dad's side anyway, are big into bikes. I mean, my dad got his bike when he was probably probably about my age, maybe even younger. And my grandparents still ride, even now. They started really young too. So it's kind of like a motorcycle family, which is kind of cool. Kind of like how I want to do this YouTube channel was everyone on the channel was a family. So this is the Moto family, guys. You're always welcome here no matter what you ride, if you don't ride or whatever. How it started off for me is I've always rode on my dad's bike since as far back as I can remember, really. And it was fun. I enjoyed it. I always noticed that everyone in the family kind of rode bikes. Me personally, I never really thought that I would start. I always just rode on the back, and I always took pride for being a good rider on back, which is kind of funny. And then later on, when I was about 16 or so, my dad asked me if I wanted to take the rider course, and I was like, yeah, for sure. I ended up taking that. A lot of fun, teach you a lot of stuff. And how it works here is you pay $100 and it's like 3 days. You get 1 day, you go in and do the testing. You test and see. It's pretty easy though, the test. But you do a written test, and if you pass that, then you get 2 days on the range or the little course, the rider course. A lot of fun, teach you a lot of stuff. I ended up taking it with my stepsister. She fell down twice and still passed. So, I mean, anyone can pass it. I met a lady today that actually just said she got her motorcycle license. But after the course, my dad bought my stepsister and I a bike to share, and it was a Suzuki GZ 250. And oh man, this bike, I tell you what, the GZ was a great beginner bike, but it lacked top speed, which is very disappointing. It would get like 65 with the wind on your back. Great little bike. My little brother is gonna get it now once he gets his permit and whatever. Later on, I ended up getting this bike, my 2003 Suzuki SV. I love it so much. Don't pull out on me. Don't do it. Great, like beginner intermediate bike. I noticed that a lot of moto vloggers started out on this, and a lot of the smaller ones that hasn't grown as big are still also riding SVs, and they're great bike, and the forum support is just amazing too. Great torquey little bikes for around town for sure. Really, reasons to get into biking if you don't have a bike is I mean, they're fun, really. There's no way really to explain. I feel like I know I convinced one of my buddies to go take the rider course, and the first thing he says to me was I can't describe how I feel. I'm like, yeah, I know, right? It's so hard. It's so hard to explain it. Free was the only thing you could say, which is so, I don't know. I say I don't know a lot. I might not know things. But for me, really, it's like one of the biggest stress relievers. I feel like some days I live just to ride. So many times where I'm just going through the day just to, I just want to make it through this hour of work or class or whatever, just to please go ride. But the winter truly kills me. I know a lot of other riders are like that too. I don't know, I'm like living in North Dakota. It's definitely 6 months of winter, and then, another 2 months of straight rain basically before it gets decent. A lot of people say, don't do drugs, get a motorcycle. I totally agree with that. Get a bike and start zooming, dude. No other feeling like it. Compared to cars, like, people buy super, super, super expensive cars just to go fast, and it's funny how this cheap little bike can do that and then some. There's no other feeling about being on your bike, being one with the bike, going around corners and stuff. Sometimes I really feel like I couldn't get through life without bikes. They're just so much fun. I can't express. And then coming from a motorcycle family where basically my life almost is based around bikes. I mean, we go on vacations all the time. Well, not really big vacations, I suppose, but I mean riding vacations. And we just have a ton of fun. And we do bike shows all the time, and just all of that stuff. And it's really cool. I love it. Speaking of rider courses, check that out right there. That's where my rider course was. Fun times. I think I'm gonna take the advanced course, but I don't really know what they teach you. There's not much room to really do anything. I suppose more counterweighting and stuff or whatnot. I don't know. I might go take that though. The worst day on a bike is still 10 times better than the best day in the car. I don't care what car it is, doesn't matter what bike it is. To me, that's... Oh, ow, that's sand, that ain't rain. Oh shit, that hurts. If you're passionate about something, it makes life worth living, really. If you didn't have a passion, that would be the point, I guess. And I guess bikes that are for me. And now starting the motovlog, it's just expanding on something I like to do.